So here's where I wanted to make the statements about what exactly it is that makes these two films what they are. Everyone can agree that the original is just all around fun and has so much humor in it, whether it was intentional or not. Pies in the face of zombies, that was intentional. Steven trying to kill a zombie like this, unintentional. But it was funny. There are very few parts in the film that can really drive a fear emotion into you, and that's not what they were trying to do, so it's okay. I just don't want to hear people going, it wasn't even scary. Most of this film, nowadays anyway, gets its success from memorable scenes, like parking lots full of zombies, the entire Mall Freedom montage, shooting Roger as a zombie, the machete to the head, the screwdriver through the ear, ripping out pig intestines to look like guts, Steven getting shot in the arm and turning into a zombie, the Hin Dude. We can't forget the Hin Dude. It's the Hin Dude. And that's what really made it successful. People weren't anticipating another Night of the Living Dead. In fact, it took a couple years after the release of Dawn of the Dead for it to start really getting noticed. Let's compare that with the remake. There's definitely some humor in it, thanks to Steve's character and the celebrity shooting scene. But other than that, there's really not that much. The whole movie works on a horrifying action intensity level. Like, we can look at a film like Resident Evil and say, that's more of an action movie using the elements of horror, when a movie like this is a horror movie using the elements of action. Now, like the original, the remake has its memorable scenes too. The reinforced shuttle buses, the target shooting, the zombie, the cameos. But if you ask me, there are shots in this film that I think should go down as some of the greatest shots in cinema history. Vivian opening the door and she's all blurry. Anna falling into the bathtub. The guy getting hit by the ambulance. Lewis running after the car. This is the first time that we established how dangerous they can really be. Because the first zombie we saw was like, a kid. Usually in a movie when we see somebody chasing a car, they can't catch up with them at all. But he's like right on her bumper the whole time. And then we think that he's going to grab on or something. No, he sees a helpless neighbor that's right there and starts running after her. And then that establishes that these zombies don't care who's who. They just want meat. This is like my second most favorite shot in film history ever. The complete chaos that's covering Milwaukee. And it's like, if I couldn't love that shot anymore, this comes out of nowhere. That was so beautiful. I loved it. We got the fat lady zombie, the parking lot full of like 50,000 zombies in it, the pipe hanging zombies, the propane tank explosion. The timing that it takes for us to hear Michael shoot himself at the very end is beautifully perfect. Beautifully perfect. Especially because we don't see him do it. We see him put the gun to his head, and then it just cuts to her, and then we're on her for a long time. We're like, are we going to hear it? Is it going to fade soon? We know we're going to hear it now. Okay, maybe not now. Is it going to happen? Oh shit, now! It's like, that's just to me anyway, the timing, that, I don't know. And it's so emotional too. It's like, you really feel for this guy because Anne really likes him, and we're all attracted to Anne because she's just got that innocent look to her. And then he gets bit in the arm, and he's so noble about it too. It's like he knows he can't go, he knows he's got to shoot himself. Ugh. And the thing that makes the emotional part of it really great is that right when he shoots himself and then it goes to black and then the credits come up, it's this punk song. And we're like, whoa, what's this all about? But then we start realizing it, wait a minute, this is what we came to see. We came to see blood and guts and zombies eating people and just explosions and guns and everything. We came to see anarchy. But at the very end of the movie, we're like, oh no, don't die, no, you can't do that. When the punk kicks in, it's like, no, you wanted to see blood and guts and horror. Why are you feeling bad now, you freaking psychos? And you kind of feel bad about yourselves, don't you? Once you realize that, like, you actually have an emotional side, but you came to see unemotional stuff, and then you feel bad about yourself. How many times in film history do you actually feel bad about yourself? The intro uses the split-second, scary shots of zombies and everything, and we've seen it happen thousands of times after this movie came out. But it also uses shots that we would have never thought would be in a film like this. Muslim worship, actual police riots, the truck driving after people, shots from different places around the world getting attacked by what we're supposed to perceive as zombies. And within the zombie films that I've seen, this is the first time that we actually see what happens in the rest of the world as this zombie attack is going on. Most of the other movies, you know, they just like, okay, well, there's a zombie thing going on, but we're just going to stay in this one place and we're not going to hear it. And that's, you know, that's what we hear through the rest of the movie. And a lot of people would see that movie and would say, like, all right, we want like a heavy, fast-moving song or like a horrifying song to come on. No, we
don't know.
Is that true?
There's a man going around taking names.
Mostly it's about the four horsemen of the apocalypse. A lot of the quotes that he has in that song is directly from the book of Revelations. And I don't know anything about biblical stuff, and I'm not about to, but that's really all I know. But a lot of people will say, like, oh, okay, so the reason for these zombies is because there's some kind of religious thing going on here, some kind of biblical proportions going on that created zombies. Literally, there is no more room in hell. But that's not what Zach was trying to say. That's just what people would say if this stuff happened. And that's probably true. And I loved that line right before the music started, too.
Are these people alive or dead?
Hold him down!
We don't know.
Is that true?
Oh my God, that is so perfect. It shows that, like, there is no explanation. We can't figure out anything. We don't know what the hell's going on. We have no way to solve this problem. There's no way to fix it. Everything is just falling to pieces, and there's nothing we can do. Perfect.
When the man